Guys, look how incredible this environment is that Epic Games gave away for free. In this video I want to set up here is basically why I started using Unreal Engine, and I promise it'll be really cool, because just like Epic Games gives away free games, they also give away many other things for free for anyone who wants to use their game engine for game creation or 3D environments and all that. And this was just one of the environments they gave away for free. What I want to do here is exactly what brought me into this world. Tell a story. Play with the possibilities by combining some items. Like, for example, also combining and using this locomotion system. So look how cool. Epic Games gives you a locomotion system that's used in Fortnite, which is this one here, using a very cool technique that many other companies already use, which is motion matching. According to the character's movement here, look, at every moment, it's calculating which is the best animation to be played, based on the character's speed, where they're going, and all that. So it's something from the AAA industry that you won't see Ubisoft or Rockstar Games giving away for free here, but Epic Games does, and you can add characters. So I want to use the environment they gave for free, and a little bit of creativity. I have no idea what the script will be, but I'll put it here. If you want to enter this world, I'll tell you right now that I have my game creation course where I teach how you can combine all of this, okay? All these steps are taught in my course. Links in the description and the pinned comment, and a lot more content that's over there. So look how cool what I can do here, right? I can just come here to this game widget, and I already have MetaHuman configured, which is also something you can use. So look, I selected this character. You can create the character any way you want through Epic Games character creator called MetaHuman, which has very high quality facial expressions. Everything. So notice, look how cool. Epic Games gave us the character creator, the movement system, and the environment. What else is missing? It just needs a bit of, doing something, using creativity. Let me just load the environment here, which is epic. I'll go here, control spacebar, and the environment's name is main, as in principal. We're gonna play around a bit. I'll put some text here, also add a bit of a soundtrack, and let's see. This environment, man, it's fantastic. It's absurd. It's incredible. There are even some cutscenes here left. I've actually already shown here on the channel how you can create them. And let me see what these cutscenes are like. Let's hit play here, Liak. Wow, cool, right? Of course, I'm inside the game engine, so it ends up being a bit slow. It's loading everything. I'm recording too. The textures aren't loading yet. But anyway, this here, look, it just goes through, look. Look what a trip, man. That is so cool. Everything here is made with photogrammetry, which is that technique that takes photos of real-life things. And you do a process to turn them into 3D items inside a graphics engine, which is what we have here, right? Unreal Engine. If you have a better graphics card than mine, you'll still be able to run it at a much higher quality than this. I already have a character, I'm gonna put him here. And now when I hit play, he's gonna spawn from where I am. He spawned here, and I can already explore the map, man. Look how cool this is, man. Look how cool. It is so cool, man. Really cool. It already has here, look, the foot differentiation from inverse kinematics, see? Very good on the pebbles, the collision here in the scene. Look, it has a complex collision. You can see the difference. Look, right on the rock, how the foot adapts, and there's a whole scene we can walk through. Look how incredible. From this point, there are some things that we can do, right? We can play around, for example, with a soundtrack. So I could put a soundtrack in to happen here. Why not? So let me see here, look, in the audio library, in the free soundtracks from YouTube, I'm gonna put a movie soundtrack. I think it'll be this one. Look, voices in my head, here in the Nerdyverse. It'll be this one, it'll be this one. Alright, I downloaded my music. But it's MP3 and Unreal. It only accepts WAV. Then you convert it in any way that you want. Alright, I converted it. Then I'll bring it here to Unreal Engine. I'll import it. I just right click and then import. Find it in the folder and bring it here. It's here, look. Then I go here, look. I'm gonna make a very simple little code. That, when the game starts, it'll play this soundtrack on loop. I hold down P, left click, and I'm gonna put it here. Look. Play sound 2D. Which is when? Voices inside my head. Voices in my head. And then I'm gonna set it to keep playing on loop. Just come here, double click, and it'll be here. Look, looping. Done. It'll play forever now, on loop. So I'm gonna hit play here just to... Wait, because without the controller, it feels kinda... I don't know. How am I gonna put the controller? Bluetooth. Done. I connected the controller. Unreal already recognizes it. All this for what? To make this little drama here look. Look, just to make this little drama here look. Just for that, it's already starting to create a mood. From this, what can I do? I can play around with the script here. So I've already combined several things. Movement, metahuman, scenery, and also music. And now I can create a little script. How can I do that? I can go to Window, then select Place Actors. And here, look, I can search for trigger box. And I can place trigger boxes in a few spots here as we explore. There's even a trigger box here that I didn't place, but it's here. I'll place my own just to show you guys, look. And I'll press R, then I'll open it up. Alright, here we have a trigger box. And then I can place another trigger box further up here. So I can click here, see, and place it up here. And then I'll place them where I want my character to say some lines. And then later I'll write a little text. What happens? There's a very simple concept in game creation called overlap. And Unreal Engine, it registers when you cross something, or when you finish crossing something, going through something. That's what overlap is. So here, by placing these triggers, I can, when he crosses or stops crossing, I'll play an audio. So notice that it's an incredible setting. I'm not kidding. This right here, man. I've always said how incredible this was. And people, I think they didn't value it, you know? So whoever wants to take advantage, the time is now. From this, I'll select them, and I'll add some code. Let me bring this one over, and let's keep it a secret because I'll have to record, I'll have to create these audios. But let me show you the code base in Unreal Engine, which is done in blueprints, which is this type of code in here, with visual scripting. This is the blueprint for a map. Everything that's here on the map, I can access through this one. So I can select this cube, right click with context sensitive checked, add event for trigger box, collision, add on actor begin overlap. When it starts to cross this trigger. So when something crosses this trigger, what I want to do, I want just once, hold O, left click the mouse, connect. This will only allow the audio to be played once. I'll run play sound 2D. I play a 2D audio if I wanted to. Be an audio at a location, I can put here, look, play sound at location. And then it would be something, but I want it to be kind of like the character's Phi. So it'll be like this, look, big 2D in the person's ear. That's what I'll do for each trigger, putting in some random little story. Alright, that's it. Cool, right? Let's go. Get a notepad and I'll do it here. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna change this music 2 hours later. Alright guys, so there's this thing that when you pass through these boxes, does that example I showed work? It works, but I decided to do it differently, okay? What's gonna happen? Instead of running this here, I'll run it when the game starts, and I'll do a little edit to run it and show you how you can tell a story. So, I'm going to narrate a script I wrote here, and you'll see the final result right now. Just a reminder before you watch. Everything here I teach in detail in my course, which is in the description and the pinned comment. So you can also have fun telling your stories or maybe even make a career out of it. It's up to you, but anyway, there's plenty of content based on research. In my course, there's a main module and additional modules where you can dive right in and take advantage of all these resources. And of course, there's also stuff here on my channel, right? On my channel, I also bring a ton of content, as you've seen. I hope you learned something, but anyway, it's fun. Take a look at what I did. I remember when I arrived here. Without a choice. Without understanding absolutely anything. Unable to make the slightest sense of every stone upon stone that I saw. And over time, you welcomed me. You cared for me like a son. You embraced me as I discovered an incredible world. A world I didn't even know existed. But I needed to know it. Akagai, more than a son of this place, I am the one who builds, the one who destroys, the one who creates and who makes this place much more incredible than it was before. And how is this possible? I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you. But maybe, just maybe, you're not prepared to hear it and to believe it.